cierre del ciclo 32 de diálogos de paz, las FARC anunciaron que en lo adelante no
recruiting soldiers
de 17
years old.
La delegación
The FARC, or Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, has long been accused of forcibly recruiting minors or taking on underage volunteers in remote rural areas with few opportunities.
Colombia is the world's #3 coffee producer and a top supplier of high-quality Arabica beans.
Desertions and the death of top leaders have severely weakened the once powerful Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia. The group still holds dozens of high-profile hostages and hundreds of other captives in a string of jungle camps.
Santos aims to end the conflict, which has killed more than 200,000 since it began 5 decades ago.
Colombia is the second largest exporter of flowers in the world. Last year, it exported 200,000 tons, worth approximately $1.3 billion.
The South American country produces more than half the world's emeralds, but finding them is backbreaking work.
The often negative news reports about Colombia don't do it justice. Colombia is a culturally rich country, known for its art, universities, medicine, friendly people, and of course, coffee. Its geography includes glaciers, deserts, rainforests, volcanoes, and beaches, all in a country about the size of Texas. Colombia is home to more species of bird and flower than any other country. Its largest exports include emeralds, clothing, bananas, and flowers. However, while Colombia is a culturally rich country, its people are spiritually poor. Only 14% identify themselves as evangelical Christians, and less than half attend church more than once a month. Colombia is a traditionally Catholic country, but younger generations are searching for something else. We are Jonathan, Anna, and Evelyn Saliba. In July 2011, we arrived in Bogotá, Colombia's capital city. There are almost 14 million people in the metropolitan area, more than 100 universities, 3,500 primary and secondary schools, and 70 large shopping malls. We immediately began intensive Spanish classes with Raul and Carolina, a couple from our church. We also joined the church planting ministry of Craig and Fran Lingo, who have been working in Colombia for over 40 years. Within a year of language learning, we were able to involve ourselves in more church ministries. Eventually, Anna led Sunday school classes. Jonathan taught in the church's Bible Academy, led small groups, and preached his first sermon in Spanish. We were also able to experience other church planting efforts in Fusagasugá, Ibagué, and Cumaribo. We worked in the church's camp ministry, where between 2009 and 2015, volunteers presented the gospel to more than 10,000 adults and youth. Nearly half of them made professions of faith, and many who got connected to church returned to camp as volunteers. Throughout all of this, we were guided by Scott and Christy Hudgens, our host missionaries, who live within a few blocks of us in the north of Bogotá, but over an hour away from the church. As our Spanish improved, we got to know people in our neighborhood. After inviting them to church and camp, we began to ask God how to best meet the spiritual need in our area. 2 years later, in June 2014, we started a new church alongside the Hudgens family. We were accompanied by 30 faithful church members. We started simply, with a Sunday service, children's church, and groups that meet in houses during the week. We are praying for a Colombian pastor to take over the church within 5 years. The church has seen many saved already. We've had over 100 first-time visitors and average 60 each Sunday. We are praying for the church to grow exponentially And in a city of 14 million, there's no reason that can't happen if God is in it.